We're here at the CYCA with the crew of Gizmo, Wendy Tuck and Meg Niblett. How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
Tell us a bit about the boat first.
The boat is a Sun Fast 3600, as you know, and we've been lent the boat very graciously by Rob Drury, so we're very happy with it so far.
And Meg, I think this wasn't the boat you were originally going to be starting on, and you had an idea about how you were going to get another boat. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we originally meant to race Figaro 3 down to Hobart, and that unfortunately sort of got pulled away from us at last minute, about a week and a half before the entries closed for Hobart. And we put a message in the double-handed WhatsApp group chat asking for a boat if anyone knew anything, and we knew the chances were pretty slim, but we kept our hopes up, and we found a boat and at the last minute, and there we go.
Rob Drury came good for you.
Rob Drury came to the rescue, so we're very, very grateful for that, and we can carry on our campaigning and hopefully get down to Hobart.
So you're both very experienced offshore sailors, short-handed offshore sailors, but you've not sailed much together. I think what's the first bit of learning, Wendy?
I don't know what the first bit is, there's so much, but we did a fair bit of training on the Figaro 3, so we know we can sail together. I think that's the big thing. I think personality comes into it, and we're both very similar. Just a big age gap difference, but that's okay.
Age is just a number.
Yes, it is. I think I was very like Meg when I was Meg's age. So we've worked that out, that I think we know we can sail well together. So now it's just getting to know this boat. The big thing is.
And Meg, many people in the Australian scene may not know you. You're from Salcombe, are you, in England?
I am, yeah. I grew up in South Devon, a little sailing town called Salcombe, and I grew up sailing dinghies there and a couple national comps, and eventually made my way over to Australia in 2019.
And done a fair bit of offshore miles. Overall, you were in the Fastnet last year?
Yeah, I did the 2023 Fastnet on a Swan 65 called Eve, which I was full-time on for the last 3.5 years with my partner Ben. So he's still on that and still sailing that around the world. So that's on a full circumnavigation at the moment.
Yes, indeed. We had a chat with the Eve guys just before the race at the time. We were over there. So tell us a little bit more about what sort of shorthanding you've been doing.
So I started getting into the shorthanded sailing just when Ben and I were doing deliveries on Eve. And we did a fair few miles with this, and so when I decided to start trying to get into the shorthanded racing scene as well, and the Figaro opportunity came present to me, and then sailing with Wendy as well, so that's how I sort of jumped into that.
Cool. Now, I always have the same question when Wendy has a new crew, which is, does Meg know about slangry?
Actually, I don't think she does, actually, no.
Well, could you explain it to the viewers, Edward?
Okay, so halangry is a word I invented, because you know how you get sleepy angry?
Yeah,
but
hungry.
we get hungry, so we're sleepy, hungry and angry, so it's a combination of all those threes. So you've got to decide what's more important, food, sleep, or what's the other one? Or getting angry. Hungry.
Familiar territory, though, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. I've experienced those emotions multiple times before, so I'll definitely be putting that in the vocabulary, yeah.
And I believe you, like many professional sailors as well, suffer a little bit from the first day seasickness. Is that a bit of a challenge for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've battled with seasickness from the start of my yachting sort of background, and it's something that I've learnt to cope with over the years, and I mean I've got a few miles behind me now, and so it's definitely something I've been able to manage, but yeah, that's a battle that I've always been fighting most of my life on the water.
Yes, that must be pretty hard, especially when you're going to be sailing as a career as well, yeah?
Yeah, I know, I picked a bad career path for that one, but I just loved it, and I love sailing and the fact that you can go anywhere in the world using the wind, so I wasn't going to let that stop me, and I'm a bit stubborn like that, so once I start doing something, I'm going to follow through.
Fantastic, sounds like a Wendy combo here, definitely. So Wendy, tell us about the boat, because this has got it's all geared for two-handing. You've actually got sort of clear height below decks and things like that. Tell us a bit about what makes you confident about this for that.
Look, I've only sailed it twice. We sailed it last Sunday morning when it was quite breezy, and we put some reefs in and out, and just the way it was still so well balanced and how easy everything is to do. It's set up for two-hand, it's got cam cleats on the mast, so you can hoist the sail up yourself, lock it off on the mast, run back to the pit, so we don't have to do everything together. We probably will do, I think. You can reach everything, unlike Speedwell, my previous two-handed boat, we had to climb around the wheel and the Traveller and a whole lot of other stuff was in the way. You can actually reach forward and reach everything. So it's going to be easier to sail, and it's a newer design, and I love the hull shape. I love the hard chine at the back there. And it just feels not like a nugget, but it just feels solid. It feels like it's going to get there, and it just feels
very
solid.
Yeah.
Great. And in the end, it's all about pace. We've often talked about this. And for you, Meg, how do you tell people a little bit about how double handing goes in terms of watch systems or waking each other up? How does that work?
I think it's just sort of gauge on how we're getting on in the present moment, and if one of us is struggling and needs a bit more sleep and the other one's up for staying up, maybe an hour or two more and letting the other person rest, I think we're just going to work on that and try and get the sleep in when we can and the rest in when we've got a moment, because I'm sure with the Hobart it's notorious for a few hairy moments, and we're going to need our strength for those moments. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are the rules around autopilot? When can you use that?
Oh, we can use it whenever we want.
Can you?
That's the
Yeah.
whole idea of having it there.
Yeah.
So, but from previous experience, we're far better off hand steering. So we're going
That's
to
more accurate, especially in bigger stuff.
and faster. We don't have the super duper auto helms, so we're going to be quicker if we steer. But again, it's managing when you need a break and stuff. So because you just can't burn yourself out in the first 24 hours.
Yeah. All right, well, lots of luck to you both. We look forward to seeing you out practicing and very much on the start line and the run to Hobart.
Thank you.
very
See you
much.
down there.
That's brilliant.
Thanks.
Thank you.